Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome to my first video practice. My New Year's intention for 2014 is to fail joyfully, so I welcome any feedback about how I can create better videos that you find useful to your practice. Today's practice is called a simple salute, and I really love this short sequence first thing in the morning. It helps me gently wake up the body, connect to my breath, and focus my mind. Really tuning into what's going on inside before I get out there and let the day kind of take me away. It's super short, but you're encouraged to flow through more salutes if you have the time and if it feels right for your body. Just remember to take time to create space, connect to the breath and an intention before you begin to move. So that's what we're going to do together. Coming to any simple cross-legged posture, you want to make sure that you can feel your sit bones or your butt bones firmly rooted into the ground. And if it's difficult to find a tilt of the pelvis forward to get a natural curve of the spine, this is where you're going to want to use a meditation cushion, or you can even just simply fold blankets or a towel. And the idea is to get your hips higher than your knees. And what you'll find through direct experience if you try this is that your pelvis will automatically kind of tilt forward. And again, this helps you naturally lengthen the spine, come into proper alignment without too much effort. So just find a comfortable seat wherever you are, with the chest lifted slightly, the shoulders relaxed. And if it's comfortable for you, here's when you'll want to bring the gaze inward. So as you gently close down the eyes, steady the gaze anywhere lower than the cheekbones, maybe even down towards your heart. Without controlling your breath, simply take these next few moments to notice how it feels to be here now. Scanning the body, becoming aware of any parts of it that may need a little more attention today. And then bringing the awareness to the mind. Without judging its contents, simply observe. We're also not trying to push the thoughts away, nor get wrapped up in them. As you simply observe the activity of the mind, you'll begin to let the thoughts or any mental chatter fade into the background as you begin to feature your breath. Wherever the breath is most prominent, maybe at the belly, at the chest, or even at the nostrils, begin to notice the inhale and exhale. Whenever the mind wanders, which we know it will, and just gently but firmly guide it back to paying attention to the breath, using this mindful breathing as an anchor to keep you present. Now bring the awareness to the heart, taking a moment or two to connect to any intention you might have for your practice, or simply choose one thing you'd like to focus your energy on today. Relaxing the jaw, softening the tongue, and gently closing down the mouth. You'll begin to transition into nostril breathing as you inhale and exhale through the nose. Spending the next few cycles of breath lengthening it any amount without causing strain. Following the breath further inward, notice the subtle sensations inside. Each inhale, the ribcage lifts and expands three-dimensionally. Each exhale, the shoulders soften and the belly recedes gently back in towards the spine. Notice the quality breath that you've created. Remembering that throughout the movement, we're going to look to maintain this type of breath first and foremost. When you're ready, take your time and slowly open the eyes. So we'll begin on all fours, coming into table pose, and then we'll gently relax into child's pose, removing any bolster or blankets. Let's begin. Take one full breath into the back. Make sure the forehead is resting on something. Feel this length in the side body here. Firm the belly, and on the next inhale, use the breath to reach you all the way up onto the knees. Reach those arms up, look up. Firm the belly here as you exhale. Lead with the chest and come forward into child's pose. We'll do that again. Inhale. Let the breath bring you onto the knees. Reach those arms up, look up. And exhale. Keep the length in your spine as you fold forward into child's pose. Relaxing the neck. A few more rounds. Your inhale sweeps you all the way up. Feeling length in the side body as you lift the chest, lengthen the tailbone towards the floor, and use your exhale to again float forward and down. Last one. Pausing in child's pose, give yourself a few rounds of breath here. Actively breathing into the back on your inhale. As you exhale, simply notice what you can soften or let go of. One more full round of breath. Next time you exhale, softening the hips in towards the heels a little bit more. And on an inhale, gently rock back onto all fours. Tuck the toes under here. And as you exhale, come into downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, giving yourself any gentle movement. Listening to what your own body may need. If you're feeling tension in the neck, you can gently shake the head yes and no. Really allowing this movement to feel natural to you. And then if you've ever seen a dog actually stretch, then you'll notice that downward dog is not about straightening the legs as much as it is as extending the spine. So take a bend in the knee and then press the tops of the thighs away from your face, letting your head hang here. Stay engaged through the fingers and the palms as you press the mat away from you. From here, if you're bending in the back, make sure that you're pulling the front rib cage and the belly in. Meanwhile, again, lengthen the neck here. On the next inhale, gaze up between the hands. Exhale, step the right foot through. Coming into a low lunge, take a breath. Sinking into the hips, but keep this lift of the chest here. Stay rooted through the feet. One more breath as you plant the palms, tuck the back toe. This time you're going to shift forward, come to the top of your mat as you lengthen the spine, bringing the hands to the shins or the knees, reach the chest forward. Come into what feels like a flat back. Shoulders off the neck. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Staying rooted through those feet. As you inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, lead with the chest as you come forward and down. Use your inhale to lengthen up halfway. Then exhale, step the right foot back. Come into low lunge. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward and up. Breathe into the collarbones. Exhale, sink into the hips. Next inhale, lift the back knee off the mat as you step into plank pose. Take a breath here. Firm the belly towards the back. Press the knees away from the mat. And lengthen the tailbone towards the floor, towards your heels as you reach the chest forward. You'll inhale onto the knees. Hold this integrity in the core. And as you exhale, bend at the elbows. Lower the head and chest down at the same time. Inhale, slide forward. Lifting the chest forward and up. Squeeze those elbows in. Again, relax the shoulders off the neck. And press the tops of the feet and thighs in towards the mat, relaxing the tush. Inhale here, and exhale, release. Tuck the toes, re-engage the core as you inhale, press up to the knees. Exhale back into downward facing dog. One breath here, extending the spine. And on the next inhale, step that right foot through. Come back into low lunge, take a breath. Plant those palms. The next inhale floats you to the top of your mat, lengthening the spine, coming up halfway. Using your exhale to fold, chin towards chest. Inhale, firm belly, root through the feet as you reach those arms all the way up, look up. And continuing, exhale, folding forward as you lead with your chest. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, this time step the left foot back, come back into low lunge. Inhale, sink into the hips as you lift the chest up here. Plant those palms. Lift the back knee and inhale, come back to plank pose. From plank, give yourself a breath, waking up the core muscles. Inhale onto the knees and exhale, lower down with that integrity in the core. Inhale, slide forward. Come into your cobra. And exhale, release. Tuck the toes, inhale back onto the knees. And exhale back, downward facing dog. One breath here. Inhale, gaze up between the hands. Exhale, step that left foot through and come into the low lunge. Give yourself one more breath here. Really breathe into the collarbones, sink into the hips. Plant those palms. Inhale, shift to the top of your mat. Lengthen the spine, come up halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Look up, reach up. And exhale, bring the hands in front of the chest. Gently closing down the eyes here. Feel free to stay in Tadasana or mountain pose here with the gaze inward. Or you can come back to where we began in any seated cross-legged posture. Wherever you are, again, bring the gaze lower than the cheekbones, maybe even down towards the heart. Give yourself this time to simply notice how it feels to be here now. Noticing any shifts to the physical body, maybe more mobility or length in the spine. Noticing any shifts to the flow of the mind. And perhaps you notice more clarity or insight into what's going on inside. If you haven't already, release the control of your breath, letting it return to its natural rhythm, holding the attention to watch the breath as it moves in and out of the body. Again, returning to the breath as an anchor to help hold you present. And now gently bring the palms to touch in front of the heart. Taking these final moments to enjoy the peace you've created through your practice. Remembering that you can always return to this constant calm within you by simply slowing down and consciously connecting to your breath. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, relax the body. Gently bowing the head towards the heart, thanking yourself for taking this time to practice. Keeping the gaze inward as you bring the head back onto the spine. Ready to return to daily life. Take your time to slowly and gently open your eyes. Namaste. Until next time.